Morning, love.
Morning. You look like I feel. Did you have a bad night?
You could say that.
Wee lad keep you awake?
No, the big lad, Jimmy. So what's your excuse?
Oh, work. I've got to tell my boss I've got a problem with my new job. I'm dreading it, Jackie. I'm sure he's gonna sack me. Everything's changed there since the big boys took over.
Oh, love, wouldn't it be brilliant if everything stayed the same, eh?
Oh, mate, who'd live in a house with a load of teenage lads, eh? Look at that. You must have hollow legs, not a scrap of toast left for me.
Wouldn't kill you to make your own.
Hey, you know, we've been here 5 minutes already giving tea to your betters and elders.
Bit of an early bit, aren't you, lad? Where have you been?
Yeah, I sent Tim over to the chippy. I went over to the garage to get a Mother's Day card for Mandy, you know, as if Ruth sent it to her, like.
Oh, nice one.
Well, that's me done. I might go into town later. I could do the new top for tonight.
Why was happening tonight?
Who knows? I just go with the flow. But I suppose you'll be staying in with your dad as usual, eh? Watch a nice programme about knitting or sheds or something.
No way. I'm with you, mate.
Hey, your mum will go mad if she knows you're out every night getting up to work, can't you know?
What am I supposed to do, mate? Sit around here 24 hours a day. I'm 19, I'm old enough to vote, get married, I can even go in pubs.
He's got a point there, you know, Mick. I mean, I bet even you had a bevy at his age.
The problem is I'm supposed to be responsible for him.
I'm responsible for myself. Oh, my dad used to trust me to look after myself, so why can't you?
I don't know why you've got a gob on you. I was the one who was humiliated at that quiz. You made a right show of me in front of Karen and Andy.
What? You spoke to me like I was retarded or something?
Yeah, and after you flounced out, I had to go back in there and make excuses for you. I said you'd had a headache. Yeah, well, of course, they didn't believe a word of it. Karen must think I am married to a right one with you.
Is that all you care about? What some snotty, poo-faced teacher thinks about you? Well done, Jimmy. You're brilliant.
Why are you being so bitchy about her? Karen's always made you feel welcome, hasn't she?
That's all I get from you these days. Karen this, Karen that. You think the sun shines out of it?
Oh, right, yes. I get it. You're jealous, aren't you? Hey? You can't stand her because she's young and attractive and intelligent.
You mean she's all the things I'm not?
No, I never said that.
So that's what you meant. And for your information, this isn't about me being jealous of her.
Jackie, love, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Loads of women find it dead difficult when they're getting older and that.
Don't you dare patronise me!
I'm not.
You never listen to me, Jimmy. You're so caught up in your own life. You don't want to know how I feel. I'm just an unpaid skivvy to you. Do you know, I think if I walked out the house this minute, you wouldn't even notice I'd gone till you needed a clean pair of kecks.
Jackie, you've got it all wrong. Oh, look, I have got to go. I'm going to be late. Listen, I've got a couple of free periods this morning. I will nip home and we'll have a proper talk, OK?
And if you are as clever as you think you are, you'd know our marriage is in bits. And just sitting around talking about it isn't going to fix this. Something's got to change around here, Jimmy. Fast.
Charming. I've just had the local paper on. Would I like to comment on the cannabis farm growing in my loft space?
Oh, that'll blow over soon.
It's an absolute flaming disgrace. Here's me, never put a foot wrong in my life, and now I'm being stitched up by scumbags. And why did he choose me, eh? Why did that gang of drug-crazed hippies plant a filth on my premises? Now everyone will think that I'm running some kind of sick opium den or something.
Oh, you don't want to get yourself worked up over it.
What are you saying, Jessie?
Well, it's not like it was heroin or anything really serious, is it?
Nothing serious. Drugs are drugs, aren't they?
Well, I think you're making a mountain out of a molehill. Hey, maybe you should try a bit. Might help you to relax.
Dad, Fud doesn't look very well.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, is it supposed to be like that? I mean, I thought it went round and did all kinds of little tricks and that.
You'd have been better off with a snake.
Dad thinks she's dead.
All right, babe, still breathing.
Listen, do you want me to ring the vets and just make sure?
No, let's wait and see what happens, eh? Anyway, never mind fussing around the hamster. You get off to school, you're already late.
Can't go to school now. I won't be able to concentrate now that my hamster's not well.
You've taken responsibility for this creature. You're going to have to do the right thing. I mean, I'll take her down the vet if you're too busy.
Yeah, I'll come with you. We can't just let it die. It's not fair.
It's all right. I can take you. It's no excuse for you to miss school, though.
It's not an excuse. I love her.
You've got to do the right thing, Mick.
I'll book an appointment, shall I?
vital we do the best job we can, you know, Jesse. It's no good giving the place just a lick and a promise. No, attention to detail. That's the name of this game, Jesse. Got to keep an eye on what you're doing the whole time. Oh. Get me out of here, will you? Oh! Oh!
I know things haven't been too good between us for a while now. And I just wanted to tell you why I haven't seemed very enthusiastic about the new job you've offered me.
Go on.
It's just I've been struggling with the work you've given me because I can't read properly.
You can't read?
Yeah, that's right. I can't write either. I'm illiterate. It's a problem that's not going to go away easily. So I'm starting literacy classes very soon, actually. I'm determined to work really hard with this.
You've worked here for 20 years? And you can't read or write?
Yeah. I know it must have come as a big shock to you.
I'm sorry, Neve.
Yeah, I know. Well, you're probably going to have to sack me now. I mean, I half expected it, really. What good am I to you if I can't read or write? I'll go and clear my desk now, shall I?
Can you get up? You could have had a nasty accident there, man of your years. You want to put in for compensation? Oh, but I suppose if you're Jackie, you'd have to foot the bill, wouldn't it? You can't sue your own daughter for compo.
Oh, couldn't I indeed? Let me tell you, our Jacqueline is a very serious businesswoman. She's bound to have all kinds of insurance policies to cover this sort of thing.
Then you should get a few bob, the nasty shock you've had.
Tell you what, you're not wrong there, you know. I could even be laid up for a while. Shock can do nasty things to people when you're like, oh, my neck.
That's right, lay it on thick. Get the doctors on your side.
Oh, it really does it.
Well, then we better get you down the Aussie.
Hey, it's a bit flaming late for that, innit?
As I see it, you've been working for me under false pretenses. You must have been taking credit for someone else's work.
No, not at all. It's not like that.
Someone must have been doing your written work for you. That report you wrote, for example, who did that?
I got one of my lads to actually write it all down, and then Tina typed it up. But all of the ideas and recommendations were mine. I told the truth when I first came here. Mr. Gordon knew I couldn't read when he took me on.
But just say you walked through my door today, and I had to interview you for your new job. How do you think I'd react when you told me you couldn't read or write? There's absolutely no way I would offer you the job. How could I? When you haven't even got the most rudimentary... basic.
I do know what rudimentary means.
When you haven't even got the most basic literacy skills. Oh, Neve. What am I going to do with you? Well, I've obviously got no choice but to withdraw the offer of a new job. But, you may be able to do your old job.
Really? You'd let me go back to what I was doing before?
Well, when I say old, I mean as in going back on the shop floor. Once you've learned to read and write, there's nothing to say you couldn't work your way back up again. It might take a bit of time, but...
Thanks, Mr. Rivers. I'd be really happy with that. I mean, I'm just glad I've still got a job, any job.
Of course. There is something else to be taken into account. As a shop floor worker, far fewer demands will be placed on you, and you'll have less responsibility than you do at present. So, you'll obviously have to take a substantial cut in pay.
So, you feeling any better?
Why should I? Nothing's changed since this morning.
Jackie, love, I don't know what's to do with you. For the first time in our lives, we have finally got ourselves onto an even keel. You know, we're both working. We've got a few bob behind us. We're even going on holiday abroad.
I know.
I have bent over backwards to make a better life for you and our Wills. Look, have you forgotten how hard it was for me to train to be a teacher? Hey? Coming home after a shift in the chippy, staying up night after night, trying to cram all those flaming facts into my head. I worked my backside off to get where I am today. Yeah, and I'm proud, Jackie. Proud that I've managed to achieve something. And I would have thought that you would have been proud of me and all.
I hardly recognise you these days with highfalutin friends. We used to be mates, you and me. But now I don't understand half the stuff that comes out your mouth.
You resent me, don't you? So what do you want me to do then, Jackie? Hey? Go back to all my old ways? Is that what you want? Hey? Ducking and diving? Selling a bit of heroin here and there? Worrying every time there's a knock at the front door in case the busies have caught up with me? Is that what you want?
We used to spend time together. We used to really talk. But these days, you're hardly here. And don't tell me it's the demands of the job, Jimmy, because it was your choice to go on that school trip and you chose to take part in that play.
The kids need me.
Yes, and your family needs you as well. Now, I want you to go today to see that Caramon and you tell her you're dropping out the play.
Oh, don't be soft. I can't do that.
Why not?
You putting the kettle on there, son? Do us a cup of tea, will you, mate?
Oh, it's not bad news, is it, babes?
Yeah.
She's not gone and snuffed her, has she?
No, it's got a tumour on its back, you know.
She's not an itch, she's a she.
Oh, no sweat, Gems. My dad will get her a new one.
Has she got to have an operation, yeah?
Yeah, we've got to ring in later to see if she's okay.
She'll be fine. The hard-wearing beast hamsters.
No, they're not. They keel over with the slightest thing.
Look, babe, if you're not going to school, why don't you go and do some homework or something?
What? Dad, I'm devastated. You leave me alone.
Yeah, so am I. 50 quid that thing's costing me this time. 50 quid? That's your fault there. Sticking your nose in. If you'd have left it alone, it might have just died peacefully.
Oh, come on, Mick. What kind of an attitude is that?
She'd have forgotten all about it in a few days and then moved on to the next fad.
Maybe next time she really could get a snake.
What are you doing here?
Susanna asked me to finish off that plumbing job while she was away.
You don't fool me, Greg Shadwick. I can see straight through you.
What are you on about?
You've got guilt written all over your face. You've been having a nose around, haven't you? Funny how other people's photos are more interesting than your own.
Can't get away with anything with you around.
I thought I brought you up better than that. I don't know. You'll be rifling through her drawers next.
I've already coughed up twice. You'll be spent up if you're not careful. Well, for the good cause, isn't he?
Right.
Hey, get off me!
Only me? Do you want anything from the bar?
No. Do you still feel a little bit funny these days? You know, being around fellas.
I'm not going to run off and become a nun if that's what you're thinking. Wouldn't get involved with anyone yet, though. I know it's a sad cliche, but it's true. You know Helen, my counsellor? Well, she just tells me I've got to take it one day at a time. Like, you're not going to burst into song on me, are you?
I wouldn't want to burst your eardrums. So, do you reckon it's still doing you good then, seeing her?
Yeah. Oh, she's brilliant. I mean, I wasn't sure what it'd be like, you know, talking to a stranger about their personal stuff, but oh, I'm telling you, it's miles better than discussing it with me mum or dad. Even though that's what she's told me I've got to do. At least I'll be dead clued up when it comes down to writing my thesis.
Hiya. Mind if I sit with you? I won't interrupt if you're having some sort of girly chat.
No, it's fine by me.
So, how's it going?
Oh, it's going really good, Harvey. I'm feeling better all the time.
Look, I'll have a word with Karen, the savvy. Tell him I'm going to knock the play on the head a bit, yeah?
What does that mean?
21, key of the door. That's a laugh, isn't it?
Well, he'll still be glad to see you, won't he? Hey, and at least you've still got your job. I bet you're dead relieved.
Yeah, I am, really. It's just I've got to go back to doing a job I used to do years ago, on the shop floor. My boss says he has to drop my wages.
What? Well, he can't do that. How long have you worked there?
20 years.
You've got rights, love. He can't take money off you like that. I'd be getting advice if I were you.
Yeah, well, I don't want to cause any trouble, Jackie. You know, I have got to work with the man. Anyway, to be honest with you, I'm just grateful to still have a job.
That's why he's taking advantage of you, love. These bosses, you can't trust them an inch, you know?
I wish you were my shop steward.
Listen, you don't need me fighting your battles for you. You get down to that Citizens Advice Bureau and you go and sort that one out. If you're anything like me, you work hard for your money. You don't want some jumped-up college boy taking it off you.
Bye.
I take it Hammy's pulled through then.
Yeah, but that's a lot now. I'm not spending another penny on it. What's all this?
Oh, it's that Mother's Day card I'm sending to Mandy, you know. I just don't know what to put.
Well, how many are you sending?
Oh, only the one. I mean, this is a funny one, but I don't know if she's going to take it the right way. And then there's this one, which is dead sloppy. It just doesn't seem right, you know, coming from an ex. And then there's this one, which has got no message at all, and I'm just thinking of something to write.
Oh, don't bust a gut, son. It's a thought that counts.
You're probably right. It'll only end up in the bin anyway.
What makes you say that?
Ah, well, Daddy Brian will have already sent it one, won't he, eh? I'm redundant, mate. No one needs two dads.
I don't think you really believe that, do you, son? Not deep down. Otherwise, you wouldn't even be bothering to stay in touch.
I suppose you're right. I just don't know what to do for the best. I mean, that Brian fella's there all the time. Ruth sees him every day. I mean, what am I to her? Just a name on a card.
Like we said at the new year, it's up to you. You need to get more involved in her life. Send her stuff more often. Speak to her on the phone. Visit her. Let her come and visit you.
Yeah. I feel lost, though. I mean, I've got no right to disrupt her life like that. I mean, if she came here, she'd probably just be wondering why her mum and dad have packed her off to some stranger. She'd probably just cry the whole time. No, I've tried to stop thinking about her. I mean, I really miss her, and I have tried, but I just can't.
Kids have a terrible habit of getting under your skin, don't they? You can't just switch your feelings off because it's inconvenient.
Don't I know it?
Look, Sam, if you really want to be involved in your daughter's life, it's up to you to make things happen.
Harvey must have fell down the bog. He's taken ages. He's probably tarting himself up. I know why he's taking so long. Because it's his round. What a tight one. You can't do that, you cheeky mate. Ain't no disease.
Oh, my God.
What's up, Nick?
Sorry if I frightened you. We just came over for me stuff.
It's really good to see you, Greg.
Yeah, you too.
I'd better get Harry out of the car.
Yeah, right. Do you want a hand?
No. No, it's all right.
And this is very cosy. Go pug, go pug.
Where'd you get this from?
I meant to give that back to you.
Did you take this out of my purse?
Of course I didn't. I found it and kept it safe for you.
Have you been through my bag, looking through all my stuff, my personal things? I think you better go. All this time you've been playing at being my best mate. Doing me notes for me and helping me out. Was it you? Nick, not in here, eh? Well, was it you? You the one who drugged me and then raped me? Why have you got a union card?
Just like to see her face every time I open my wallet.
You what?
I did it in all innocence. You know I fancy you. That's all there is to it, I swear.
case in the bedroom. I better get off.
Really missed you.
I missed you too. I've been hanging around like some big soft school kid waiting for you to come home.
Come here, you. Oh. Well, that was nice.
Yeah, too nice. I really should go.
But not yet.
Sleek and sexy sporting chassis get the once-over next on 4 chick magnets that are classic British cars coming up.
Just doing me bit for the environment.
Afternoon. Bit early to be knocking off from university, innit? Did you get an early dart?
No, I didn't go in today.
Why?
I felt a bit funny after something that happened yesterday. I did want to speak to you about it this morning, but you were out dead early. It's about Harvey.
Hello.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
What about Harvey?
He had my student union card in his wallet.
How come?
Well, I think he might have stolen it from me. It's got my photo on, you see, the union card. And he said he's only got it because he fancies me, but that's, like, dead weird, isn't it?
Nothing wrong with someone wanting to keep a photograph of you. He's just sweet on you, that's all. Haven't you ever fancied someone? Makes you do all kinds of daft things.
Oh, yeah? Oh, how you changed? Did you have a good time last week? Susanna's mum's a scream. Real hippie chick, she is. Round a twist, like, but nicer though. This little one wants a tea. Susanna's determined not to run the bottle yet, so I end up chasing around all over the place. You all right? Yeah, ish. I want to get these two off tonight. Come round if you want. Oh, that's all I need. Just ignore them.
You'd think you'd have the sense to keep away, wouldn't you?
Ryan, don't bother, love. We'll stop somewhere else.
We're already running late, Mum. And we don't want to miss visiting time, do we? Especially not on Luke's birthday. It's the only thing he's got to look forward to.
Doesn't matter if we're late, though. It's not as if he's going anywhere.
Be quick then, Ryan. I don't want any trouble. It is all right to feel nervous, you know, love. It's the first time you've been to see him in prison.
Why don't you feed her in the van? I know it's not exactly plush, but she won't mind. She was nearly born in there anyway.
I'd get it on the bottle if I were you. It's loads of hassle, all this.
I think I'd rather try and find somewhere a bit more private.
I could put my coat on the windscreen.
I'll listen to you, knight in shining armour.
Well, I think I'll go and try and find a quiet corner in the Millennium Club. It's rather hectic in there, getting ready for the opening. Thanks anyway.
Oh, thank God for that. I thought that kid wasn't going to shut up. I might as well get off now and all. We'll come round to Susanna's tonight so we can have a goss. All right, I'll bring a bottle of vino. I'll see you after. See you later.
Oh, hiya, love. How's it going? Everything all right for tonight?
You're joking, aren't you? I've still got loads to do.
Hello, Lindsay Corkill. Well, you better get them over there today. We're opening tonight. Right. Cheers.
Stacey, when did you get that?
The other day.
A bit pricey, aren't they?
Oh, so what? I'm a businesswoman. People need to be able to get hold of me. Jackie Dixon's got one.
Oh, well, that's all right, then. Can't have the likes of her getting one over on you, can we?
Listen, what time's kick-off tonight? Only me and your dad don't want to be late, you know. And he's promised me faithfully he's going to be back early. Now, I've taken Will to Val's so I can spend a bit of time, you know, doing myself up nice. You and my dad are coming? No, I thought you'd be looking after our Kylie. All right. Well, you might have said. I thought you'd wanted to have a stay. Hello? Oh, hiya, Cass, all right. Well, it's my day off today. All right, so I'll do a few hours for you if you're stuck. All right, see you soon. Rick? Yeah, one of the young lads has let her down, you know, and really dropped her in it. Oh, wait, it's not even irons.
Mum, you were right. You and my dad should be there to celebrate my big night. I'd really love it if you could come and our Val will look after Kylie as well, won't she?
Well, it's too late, isn't it, Lynn? She's already taken him to the park. Oh, wait, do you think anyone will notice? I feel ashamed.
Well, who else are we going to get to babysit? Unless you could find someone.
Me? How am I supposed to do that? Stuck behind the counter of a petrol station?
Yeah, use that.
Oh, thanks, Mum. You're a star.
So, do you know where he is? Yeah, I'll wait. I don't know why we're bothering. How can we possibly encourage people to spend time and money in this place when it looks like this?
Susanna, everything will be fine. I mean, we've got ages yet.
I mean, look at the tables and chairs. You know, I had an idea in my head how it's going to look, and this is a complete opposite.
Susanna, will you just trust me? A few tablecloths, some nice flowers, and plenty of decent wine, and we'll be laughing. You're breaking up. Listen, I can't hear you properly. Oh, Susanna, will you take this while I sort out Laurel and Hardy here? It's Greg Shadwick. I've asked them to come and help us out with all this lot.
Hello, Greg. It's me, Susanna. Yeah, we're having a bit of a panic here, I'm afraid. Oh, where are you?
Oh, we're not far away. Nice one.
I gave it a free membership and she asked me not to tell you. Listen, thanks for coming. We need a bit more power up here so we can run the buffet stuff and a bit more atmosphere on the lighting.
Right, where's the main board?
Down below.
Right, I'll sort it.
Great. See, told you he was a star.
I hope you'll come as my guest tonight.
I don't know, it's not really my thing. Well, all right, I might call in later, but I better get stuck into this lot first, hadn't I?
Luke, love, what have you done to yourself?
I fell over.
Happy birthday.
Right, yeah.
They wouldn't let us bring anything in for you, you know, presents or anything.
We stuck 20 quid in your account, so you got some spends for the shop.
Cheers.
So you fell over, you said?
That's right.
Well, your dad sends his love. He wanted to come, but they'd only let 3 people in, so we all wanted to be here. Even Kelly, didn't she? But she's too young, really. We couldn't decide what to do, so when your dad got a job interview in, I told him he should go.
We've got to get you out of here. We've got to get him out.
So you gone? I saw Jessie this morning. She said he was on the warpath. Got his eye on a bit of compo.
Hey, want a word with you?
Dad, later, please. You can see how much of my eyeballs in it.
Oh, yeah? Don't ask me how I am. Don't worry, love. I'll probably pull through. Susanna, you do.
Will you get me a Mother's Day card? I don't want her to think I've forgotten just because I'm stuck in here.
Yeah, sure. I'll sort it.
Mother's Day? When is it?
You're all very quiet. What are you up to?
No.
Well, I've got a bit of news for you. It's the last time you'll be visiting me in here.
What, has Carlton got some new evidence? Is he going to get you out of here?
Nah. The prison service has a little treat lined up for my birthday. Now that I'm 21, they're moving me to the big boys' prison. Cheers.
Sure. That thing hasn't stopped ringing the whole time. It's been driving me mad. Well, why didn't you answer it?
Couldn't work out how to do it. Too many buttons.
Anyway, I've been too busy to be your personal secretary. Oh, I managed to get a babysitter, by the way, so me and your dad can be with you tonight, cheering you on.
Oh, brilliant. Who did you get?
Emily Shadwick. Well, she seems like a sensible girl, and beggars can't be choosers, can they? But, do you know, I just hope I can get home and get changed, you know. Need a relaxez-vous and all. I've been on my feet all day.
Oh, I hated working in a shop.
Well, the chippy, you mean?
Oh, I'll never forget the day I handed me notice in. It was such a great feeling walking away from a crap job.
I'm really happy for you, love.
You could do the same.
Oh, aye, yeah, in my dreams.
Now, I've been thinking about this a lot lately, Mum, and I've come up with a really good idea. You could be Kylie's nanny.
I'm already Kylie's nan.
Now, I'd pay you full time to look after her for me. You get away from here, and you get to spend more time with Will.
Jackie Dixon's got a mobile phone, so you had to have one of them. And now Susanna's got a nanny, so you've got to have one of them and all. Where's it gonna stop, Linz?
Well, if you want to slog your guts out for £3 an hour, that's your lookout.
I'm sorry, love. I know you mean well, but it's just not me.
Fair dues. It's up to you.
Thanks anyway. All right.
You'll be all right, love. We'll be thinking about you day and night.
Oh, come here, you big idiot. Go on. I'll be home before you know it. Look, push it off. I want to have a word with Ryan.
Yeah, you go on, I'll catch you up.
God, Ryan, you gotta get me out of here, man. I'm going out of my head with it all. Someone gave me a slap yesterday. Word gets around if you're in here on a sex offence.
I thought they kept you segregated.
If someone really wants to get to you, they can find a way, believe me. I don't think I can hack it, Roy.
Of course you can.
It's going to be even worse when I move, so I've heard. There's some really serious fellas there, if you know what I mean.
Luke, you've got to get a grip. Come on, mate, you're as tough as old boots.
Not anymore. They've kicked the life out of me.
I'll get you out. All they've got is her story.
It's enough to keep me banged up.
Not if she changes her mind.
She won't. You haven't got a hope in hell.
I'll make her change her story.
Well, how?
I'll do whatever I have to make her see sense. I'll make her tell the truth.
You've been absolutely marvellous. I don't know what we'd have done without you.
Oh, don't be telling him that. He'll stick another nose on his invoice. You can call in later for a drink or two.
Right, love, that's £2.20 change.
Thanks, Jackie.
How did you get on at the prison?
It's pretty grim.
They break your heart, don't they? My son, you know, little Jimmy. Oh, he really put us through it when he was alive.
Luke tries to pretend everything's okay, but, you know, I can read him like a book.
Well, no matter how old they are, they're still your kids, aren't they? Did you go to the citizen's advice about your boss dropping the money?
No, I didn't, not yet.
Well, you want to. Don't let these bosses go trampling all over you. Well, mind you, listen to me. I'm working here at a moment's notice on my day off, you know. Well, we're short-staffed.
Really? Because Joey's looking for work. Actually, he was at an interview today, but he's not very optimistic.
Well, it doesn't pay much, like, but at least it's regular. Do you want me to put a word in?
Would you?
Well, I can have a chat with Cassie before I go, love.
Thanks very much, Jackie. That'd be great.
Glass of limo's no use to me. I need something stronger after being in that place. What my mum doesn't know won't hurt it.
Don't talk soft. Drinking solves nothing. You only have to see the old fella to know that. Anyway, I've got a bone to pick with you. It was you, wasn't it? You and Bosco set up that cannabis farm at Ron Dixon's.
Nah, nothing to do with me. I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
Oh, Luke was in a bit of a state, wasn't he? Does your head in staring at four walls day and night. 21 years old. What's he got to look forward to, eh?
He'll be proved innocent. He'll get up in that courtroom and everyone will know it wasn't him.
How do you reckon you'd cope if you ever got sent down? You wouldn't last 5 minutes.
Just did this to get some money, that's all. I just wanted to help out. Me mum would feel better if we had more money coming in.
How do you think she'd feel if she saw another son banged up, eh? Because that's what's going to happen if you do anything like that ever again. It's not a game, Matt. It's serious. People get sent down for growing cannabis.
I just wanted to help.
Now, here's Mum. Just think about what I said, eh?
okay?
We're just having a bit of birthday cake, you know, to honour Luke.
He should be here.
Look at that Shadwick tart. Swanning round while our Luke suffers.
It's enough, Ryan.
Just because she says she had a stupid dream, my brother gets locked up behind bars for God knows how long.
Someone needs to talk to her. Make her understand what she's doing to our Luke.
Oh, yes, she needs sorting.
Now, you listen to me, the pair of you. Don't you dare go near Nicky Shadwick, do you hear me? Don't go making matters worse for Luke. Any more aggravation and it won't just be this birthday he'll be spending behind bars.
Your dad can't come. Can't drag himself away from his precious rehearsal. The opening night of his daughter's new business, and all he wants to do is run round with a load of kids.
Well, at least you're going to be there. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't miss it for anything, love. Well, just you and me then, eh? Not a man between us.
Yep. Never imagined things would turn out like this. Wonder where Peter is tonight.
I don't know, love. But I think you've handled it marvellous, you know. It's only a couple of months since he went.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to sit in my bedroom crying my life away. Going to get out there, live life to the full.
Good for you, Gail. Oh, Bill. I wanted to give you this.
Oh, thanks, Mum.
It's not much. I mean, it didn't cost a lot or anything, you know. But I know tonight's very special for you. And I know we don't say a lot, your dad and me, but I want you to know we're both dead proud of you.
Oh, Mum. It's gorgeous. There. How do I look?
Lovely. Quite the thrusting young businesswoman.
Well, that's how it's gonna be, so you better get used to it. Oh, that'll be Emily. Mum, 3 months ago I was working in a chippy, and now I'm going to the opening of my own salon.
I know. Great, isn't it?
Harvey had a picture of you in his wallet. God, Nicky, that's well dodgy. Bet you went berserk.
I just freaked. I mean, why would anyone steal a photo of someone and then carry it round with them? It's too freaky. It's really messed me up, all this. I kind of made my mind up that Harvey had nothing to do with the rape and Luke was the one. But now, I've got all these doubts coming into my head.
Harvey seems like a right creep. But I reckon he's more weird than dangerous. But I suppose you never really know, do you?
My dad thinks I'm overreacting.
What? I'd expect him to go straight down the uni and rip Harvey's head off.
I know. It's like he was off on another planet or something.
What? Planet male menopause? He's reaching a certain age.
That's all I need.
He'll be getting all his old punk gear out and dyeing his hair pink. And next thing you know, he'll be getting another woman lined up.
My dad, please. I don't even want to think about that. So, you don't think I'm overreacting to this thing with Harvey?
Of course I don't. But if I was you, I'd make sure you stay well away from him. And make sure you're never on your own or anything with him.
We're both doing the same course. Just when I thought I was making a bit of progress, this has to happen. What if I got it wrong about Luke Musgrove? He's locked away in prison because of me.
You're gorgeous.
So are you.
Sorry, couldn't resist her.
I think we got away with it this time.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, what do you look like turning up here in that thing?
This thing is supporting my injuries. Injuries sustained on your premises, I might add.
Yeah, Susanna said you'd been in here hounding her for compo. Dad, you've got no chance.
That's no attitude, is it? This is negligence, you know. If I tell the health and safety lot about this, they'll come down on you like a ton of bricks.
Oh, and you'd know all about that, wouldn't you? The trouble you got into over that explosion.
That's all water under the bridge now, Jacqueline. Anyway, don't be trying to change the subject.
I am not changing the subject. The only reason that manhole was left uncovered is because we still haven't worked on the foundations. And why is that? Because some fool undermined the whole area by blowing the place up. One way or another, Dad, you've already cost me a bomb. So I can't see myself chucking a load of compo at you as well. It should be you compensating me.
Don't you try and turn the tables on me. Anyway, you won't get anything out of me because I've got no money.
Oh, no, of course not, apart from the 24 grand you've got in that account I opened for you.
That's money you owe me fair and square.
Yes, and that's why I'm paying you it back. But apart from that, Dad, you can forget it.
Come on, Jack. This is no skin off your nose, is it? I'll bet you're insured up to the hilt for this sort of thing.
Forget it, Dad. My advice to you is get yourself a glass of champagne and a guacamole dip and we'll drink to your health.
Just have the one. Just to deaden the pain, like. What the hell's a guacamole dip when it's at home, anyway?
You keep your chin up, girl. I know where I am if you need to talk to me. Oh, cheers, Dream. You want to get yourself to bed? You've gone all sleepy-eyed.
Oh, I know. These two little terrors have put years on me.
Good night.
It's not too
Have to come to an agreement.
Here, love, I'll take that for you.
Mum, what are you doing?
I'm making myself useful, that's all. There's mountains of washing up to do, you know. Listen, have you got any rubber gloves?
Just leave it alone, will you? We've got people to do that.
Aye, aye. They look pretty cosy, don't they? Hey, where do you think you two are sneaking off to?
You don't need me. I've been networking all night. I've hardly stopped. Greg's very kindly offered to walk me home, and I've taken him up on the offer because you can't be too careful, can you, walking the streets at night?
Best to be on the safe side, eh, love?
Quite.
Lindsay, what were you talking about before?
Oh, yeah, what I was saying was, we are talking to a few top names for when the salon opens, and he or she, they'd be the figurehead of the salon, not just like a senior stylist, but more of a creative director. Anyway, when we get fixed up, I'll give you a call.
Look forward to hearing from you.
Hey, that sounded great, all that stuff you were saying. I didn't know you had someone lined up for the top hairdresser job.
I haven't. I didn't want Rob Roy to know that. And there's me thinking the world of business was dead difficult. All you're doing is what your dad's done for years, isn't it? Telling porkies.
Well, at least the Corkhill gob's coming useful for something at last.
Thank you for walking me round.
It's okay.
I suppose you really should be getting home.
Yeah, I suppose I should.
You could come in. It's up to you.
Oh, come on.
Looks like Katrina's gone to bed.
Well, are you fully booked for manicures and facials?
Yep, the appointment book hasn't been shut all night.
Oh, well, it's been a successful night all round then. Hey, where's Susanna got to? Thought we might all have a nightcap together, drink to our fabulous future.
She got off with Greg Shadry.
I'll have one with you, Jack.
I'll join you in a glass.
Oh, don't tell me, Dad, just to deaden the pain. Hey, it's been a good night, hasn't it? I've got a really good feeling about all of this. Oh, you already know I had me doubts at first. But you being a Corkhill and everything. A lot of water under the bridge between us, lot.
I'll drink to that.
But I really think that it's going to work out for us.
Well, the Dixons and the Corkhills, eh? Reunited at last.
So, to the Millennium Club.
Cheers.
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 You're gorgeous.
Oh, it's all right. She'll go back to bed in a minute.
I'm sorry, Susanna.
Oh, Greg, stay. Please.
I just can't do this.
Oh, please.
Seats in the upright position. Your destination is Madrid. Next on 4, Doors to Manual.
Go on, Mum. You can open your eyes now.
Oh, wait, this can't be my fella. Not Greg can't cook, won't cook Shadwick.
Hidden talents, Mark.
And he defo did it himself, Mum.
With my own fair hands. Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, thanks, babe. That's lovely.
And there you go. Your favourites.
I'm going to be as fast as a pig by the end of the day.
And these are off me and our Jason.
Oh, they're lovely. Where is our Jason?
Where do you think? He's out playing footy.
I wish he was as enthusiastic about work. Don't see him up at the crack of dawn to lay bricks.
Come on, then, before my dad's child run gets cold.
Do you know what I feel like a queen?
Come on, tuck in. I'll sort the coffee.
Oh, can you do me one and all?
Hey, mister, you'll have to watch it now. Your secret's out the bag.
What secret's that, love?
You really do know how to treat a woman, even after all these years.
And Matt and Kelly must have bought out the whole shop. Your dad's filling another vase out there.
Oh, Luke's got something for you and all.
It's gorgeous, my favourite. With everything he's going through in that prison, and he thought of me.
He asked me to give you this as well.
It's lovely.
Do you want me to read it to you?
Yeah, please.
It says, to a wonderful mum on her special day. My love to you always, Luke.
No, it's all right, Cass, yeah. Leave it to me. I'll tell him. All right, thanks, love. Yeah. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. All right, love. Ciao.
I didn't expect to find you in here today.
Drew the short straw, as usual. My Joe couldn't say a lot, you know. Cassie wanted the morning off to go and visit her mum's grave.
Mother and Sunday's a sad affair when your mum isn't around to share it with.
All your kids. It's the second year without my little Jimmy.
It doesn't get any easier, does it, love?
No, it doesn't. So, what can I get you?
Just a packet of indigestion tablets, please. My Greg's cooking dinner tonight, heaven help us.
Oh, really looking forward to it, are you?
Last time he cooked for me, it was over the fire at Cub Camp, and that went straight in the bin the minute his back was turned.
Well, I hope my Jimmy makes a better job of the roast dinner he's got planned for tonight.
Do you want me to pop over and give him a few tips?
You'll be wasting your time, love. He's down at that school rehearsing again.
On Mothering Sunday?
He's been living and breathing this play they're doing for weeks now.
Oh, Emily was on about it the other night.
Oh, yeah? Listen, if you want to save yourself the price of a ticket, just get round to ours. I'll go through with you line by line. I know them better than the kids. Jimmy's been boring me so much with it.
Well, at least he's keeping him out of mischief, eh?
Hiya, Nana. Hello, sweetie. Yeah.
Well, I'll be off. And you make sure you let that husband of yours spoil you when you get in.
Don't worry, love. I'm expecting the 8th from him this year. See you, Tro. Have you been spoiling your mummy this morning, eh?
Yeah.
She brought me breakfast in bed, didn't you, babes?
Nana, I made this for you.
Oh, isn't that beautiful? Listen, you go and choose yourself some sweets, and I'm going to put this up here so everyone can see it. Don't suppose you heard from Peter this morning?
Be too busy enjoying his exciting new life with that Frankie one.
You'd have thought he'd have rang just for Kylie's sake, wouldn't you?
She was sat by the phone when I got up this morning. She doesn't say a lot, but I know how much she's missing him.
Poor little mite, eh? Still, just as well you're taking it to the Mother's Day do at the club, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I thought we'd go over now and see if Susanna needs a hand with anything. Myself taking mind off Peter.
I bought these, Nana, because they're my Daddy Peter's favourites.
No, it's not quite straight yet. Sarah, just put your side up a couple of inches. Yes, that's great, isn't it, darling? When you finish there, will you start setting up the tables? And you can help Mummy with the table decorations.
They all right for you girls?
Yeah, lovely.
You're really spoiling the pair of us today.
I just thought it'd warm you up for Aram's race meeting.
Marzipan, I eat them ones.
I'll be pushing you round that track in a wheelbarrow the way you're guzzling those. Hey, I thought you bought them for me mother, greedy guts.
I did, you said I could have one.
Yeah, one, not half the box.
Go and get your gear ready for the savvy.
Don't feel like running today.
You think she was doing it for our benefits?
Oh, go on, love. Make your grandmother proud.
I'll make you up a flask and some sarnies. Keep you going till tonight.
Oh, thanks, love. Be lovely.
He's going a bit over the top with this Mother's Day lark, isn't he?
He's doing all of the faces I've done recently.
Things a bit better between you since our little chat.
Well, after today's little performance, I think I'll be putting him up for husband of the year.
Yeah. OK, I'll bring that pillow in next time I visit. I love you, Sonia. Bye.
Hi, Luke. It's your dad. They're treating you all right in there. This Wednesday?
What's happening, Jay?
They're sending him to the other place on Wednesday. Just keep your chin up, boy, all right? Yeah, he's here. We'll have that birthday party as soon as you get home. His phone card's running out.
Hiya, mate. Yeah, OK, mate. I'm working on it. No, there's no chance of that. No. Look, you just hang in there and His money's gone.
Well, he sounded in pretty good spirits.
At least he'll be out of that awful place in a couple of days.
Yeah, you know Luke always makes the best of things.
Just take after his mum. But for once, she's having the day off, so sit yourself down there and I'll make us a nice cup of coffee.
You're all right, Dad. I'll do it.
Well, don't let me spoil your fun then, boy.
I could get used to being spoilt like this.
Well, maybe we should do it a bit more often then.
I'm not complaining.
And who knows? Maybe the man upstairs is thinking of doling us out a bit of good luck for a change.
I hope so, love. It's about time our turn came around.
Well, you have done a brilliant job in here. It's looking great.
And wait till you taste some of the dishes chef's come up with the occasion. He's really surpassed himself today.
Very nice one. I just hope that the punters are as complimentary.
Don't worry, Jackie. I'm sure we're onto a real winner with this place.
I wouldn't advertise the fact if I were you.
Well, that's what today's all about.
Well, please yourself, but don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, no. I do hope he's not going to spoil things.
Don't worry, he's not going to get the chance.
Hello, Jack.
Have you managed to find a senior stylist for the salon yet?
Oh, I've seen loads. I found a great beautician, but well, none of the stylists are quite what I'm looking for.
Oh, well, good luck. It took me ages to find a chef of the right caliber for this restaurant. I felt it was a mission impossible.
Oh, I'll get there in the end. After all, Peter Phelan isn't the only talented stylist around.
I'd have offered to take our Michael over to his mum's, but I'm in a bit of trouble driving. You don't me neck the way it is, like.
Dad, it's not a problem. I'm going over there later so I can give him a lift. Just don't you go getting in the way in here, OK?
Oh, charming. I'm seriously hurt, you know, thanks to your slapdash workman leaving the manhole covers exposed.
Dad, can we talk about this another time? Only this is meant to be a Mother's Day event.
Yeah, that's why I'm here, isn't it? Family, Jacqueline, that's what's important.
I'm sorry, Dad, but I'm really busy.
No, I haven't come to see you. No, come to see our little Harry. It's ages since me and the little fella had a cuddle.
What's going on with you and Luke?
How do you mean?
Your mother thinks you're up to something.
Why would she think that?
I don't know. She said you had your heads together at the prison.
Well, I'm not going to sit around here drinking coffee while my brother gets all kinds kicked out of him.
Your mother has enough on her plate without you adding to it.
Well, she wants him home the same as I do.
Yeah, and we'll do it the right way.
What, by sitting round on our backsides watching him go under?
I'm telling you, Ryan, just leave it.
No chance. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get Luke out of there. So you just butt out and leave me to it.
Come on, Em, we're going to be late.
You know what Mr. Abbott's like about your timekeeping.
Yeah, but my first race isn't for ages, yeah?
You don't want to be dashing in at the last minute, love.
Oh, he'd throw a right wobbler if he did.
You'd be right to and all. You can't give it your best if you're not properly warmed up.
2,000 sit-ups and running on the spot for a week, that should do it.
You treat us like machines.
He only wants the best house, yeah, come on.
So do we, love. It's not winning that counts, you know.
It is with him.
You just give it your best shot, love. Me and your mum will be there cheering you on no matter where you finish.
And good luck, Em.
Ta.
See ya.
Don't forget that meat.
Oh, Nan, I forgot my towel.
Oh, hiya.
Hi, love. I'm sorry to bother you. I just wondered if your mum and dad were about.
Yeah? Sure. Oh, come in.
I won't keep them long, you know. I just need a quick word about something. Ta.
I'm telling you, you know.
What are you on about?
I'll give over, Dad. I know what you're planning.
Oh, aye.
Yeah? So if you want to sneak off for a pint before they get back, you're all right with me.
Oh, nice one, Nick. I might just take you up on that.
Thanks very much, Jackie. You shouldn't have, you know.
Well, they'll only go to waste if they're not sold today.
So did you come round just to give us these?
And because Cassie wanted me to have a word.
About the job, you mean?
Yes, she would have come herself, but she's not until later, you know.
So these will be the consolation prize then?
No, they're not actually, love.
What do you mean?
Yeah. It's yours. You've got the job. She wants you to start first thing tomorrow.
Oh, yes! Oh, thanks, Jackie, for putting the word in and everything.
Well, don't get too excited, love. I mean, it's only a forecourt job, you know.
I don't care what it is. Oh, what did I tell you, girl? Oh, look's about to change. Hey!
Oh, you were right. This food is absolutely gorgeous, even all this veggie stuff. And it's going down well, isn't it?
Yeah, and the place looks great. Well, these tablecloths, they hide a multitude of sins.
Yeah, well, at least they've worked. And I've also signed up another 5 girl memberships in the past couple of hours.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, all right. Not you as well. Why did they have to pick today to synchronise the feeding times?
Okay, bye.
Oh, I feel really bad sitting here with all this.
Oh, I'm going to have to feed her.
You just have to hang on, darling, while I sort out your sister.
Well, do you want me to give Harry's bottle? Would you mind? The poor little chap must be starving.
Doing your neck exercises, are you?
Just lubricating me joints, love.
And I suppose that lot's medicinal and all, is it?
Happy Mother's Day.
I'm not as... You better give them to Susanna.
Susanna's already got some.
Yeah, darling. Thank you. She wants you to have them.
But I'm not his mum.
Jackie, give over, will you?
Go on, Jackie, take the flowers. You deserve them just as much as I do.
I know this job won't make us millionaires, but at least I'll be back on that ladder again.
I'm really pleased for your love. I know how much you've hated being stuck in the house all day.
Oh, I don't know. Has its compensations once in a while. I know we won't be able to go throwing money around, but it should help ease things a bit. Maybe we can put a bit more into our silver fund if we're careful.
Yeah, that'd be great, love. Give us something to look forward to for a change.
Right. You go and get your glad rags on. We're going out for a celebratory drink.
Well, what about the dinner?
It's not your problem today, Niamh. So go on. Go and get yourself ready.
For what? What's going on?
Your dad's got himself a job at the petrol station.
Start first thing in the morning.
Nice one. Well done. Reckon that deserves a couple of drinks.
Right. Okay, I'll go and make myself presentable.
It's nice to see your mother smile again.
Yeah, well, she's not had much to smile about these past few months. None of us have.
Well, maybe this is the turning point, huh?
Look, I made up you got a job, Dad, but
Well, it's not going to help Luke much, is it?
No, but that's what we're paying Carlton for. We just got to pray your brother gets a fair hearing at the trial.
Oh, you must be joking. It's going to take more than a few prayers the way everyone's gunning for him.
And it's out of our hands now, Ryan. You do know that, don't you?
All I know is my brother's banged up in prison for something he didn't do.
Yeah, and it'll break your mother's heart if another one of her sons ends up keeping him company in there. Look, just don't go making any waves, okay? Or you might end up making things worse for all of us.
So long as the truth comes out in the end, that's all I want, Dad.
Good lad.
Oh, it's so good to be out in some fresh air for a change. You know, instead of being stuck in the car at the office.
You seem a lot more relaxed than last time we had a natter.
Yeah, well, I've been doing a lot of thinking since then. You know, about how things are between the pair of us. We've had a lot on our plates, Jessie. Oh, Nicky and everything.
I know you have, love. But at least she seems to be able to cope with things a lot better now.
Yeah, the counselling seems to be really helping. But she still needs a lot of support from us and all.
You've been tremendous with her these past few months. But what she needs most of all right now is a happy and secure family around her.
Things have been better with me and Greg the past couple of weeks. It seems to be really trying, you know, since we had that talk.
Oh, I am glad, love, because I don't like to see either of you unhappy. And I know what my Greg can be like when he gets into one of his moods.
Well, he's definitely on the turn today. I thought I was in bed with the wrong fellow when I woke up this morning.
Maybe that's what he needs to keep him on his toes.
No way, Jess. One fella's more than enough to cope with, thank you very much.
Where you go, Margie? Looks like our M's on.
Oh, God, she does well.
Of course she will.
Yeah. Born competitor. Always has been.
Well, good for her, I say. I think we could all do with a bit more of that one's grit and determination.
And don't forget the sort of race I want to see off you today. No dilly-dallying. I want record timings out of you.
Same, your uncle's not 100%.
Don't be making excuses.
No.
Because I don't want to hear them. You know what I expect, so get out there and do it.
Sure you won't come with us?
What? I missed the chance to have the house to myself for once.
Oh, go on, love. Just a quick drink to celebrate your dad's new job.
Ah, you go off and enjoy yourself. And that's an order.
Yeah, so it's mainly childcare for Kylie I'm after at the moment, you know, the big cleaning and that thrown in.
Well, you ought to sign on for great grannies. I mean, they were really on the ball when I was looking for a cleaner.
Well, I'd never thought of employing someone older.
Oh, well, you should. Julia was a great worker. And if you ask me, Jessie Shadwick's out of the same mould.
So you'd recommend her then?
100%. You should have a word with Ron about her.
Yeah, I'll definitely get onto it in the morning. But maybe I'll cut out the middleman.
Keep an eye on the meat for me.
Yeah.
And I'll give you a few bob if you do the spuds and the greens as well.
So you want make it a 5, eh? And I'll let you take all the credit.
You drive a hard bargain, you.
So you're right. Oh, and Dad, your secret's safe with me.
Aye. Katrina's day off?
Yes. She's going to see her mum.
How are you?
Well, fine, thanks. And you?
I'm all right, sir. No, I'm not. Look, this is mad. The pair of us stood here like a couple of old women discussing the weather.
Oh, Greg, not here, please.
I need to talk to you. I mean, really talk about what happened the other day.
About what didn't happen, you mean?
You don't know how much I regret that.
Well, you better come in quickly, before anyone sees.
What do you want a chicken pie for? I thought my dad was doing a roasty with all the trimmings.
Oh, yeah, he is. The sprouts are on and the spuds are in the oven.
So what's your problem?
Well, nothing major, except Soft Lad forgot to get the flaming chicken out the freezer.
Come on, Emily, will you? Millie!
Come on, girl, put your foot down!
Come on, babe, you can do it! She's not going to be happy with that.
Oh, and she tried so hard there and all.
That ankle's still not right, you know, Jess.
Oh, well, never mind. At least you know she gave it her best shot.
Yeah. And as they say, another day,
another race.
Come on, Emily, I asked you a question.
Please, I don't know.
Stand up when I'm talking to you. Look at you, you're pathetic.
I'm not.
Don't backchat me, girl. Right, get in and get yourself changed. I'll deal with you later.
The occupation of another of our guests. The difference is he doesn't risk... of danger, perhaps the safest kind of danger, the thriller. So let's meet our guest.
Why do things have to be so complicated when you grow up?
Not me and you mean?
Well, it's not easy with your wife and family living next door.
You want us to stop?
There's not an awful lot to stop at the moment.
There is for me. Susanna, I want you.
I want you too. Are you sure this time?
Positive?
Night after night I've stood on that field with you, and for what? So as you could dawdle around that track like some flaming pensioner.
Never.
You're a waste of space, Shadwick. Poncing around with some play instead of getting stuck into your training.
I have been training.
For what? Your time was garbage. Look at it, girl. My granny could have run faster than that.
Then put her in the team instead of me.
What did you say?
I don't want to run anymore.
Where on earth she got to?
You look there and I'll have a look round here.
No, you can't make me if I don't want to.
That's all right.
I hate you and I don't want to run anymore.
I'm not having that off you. Months I spent working on these, you ungrateful little... Months of work down the pan because you can't get off your backside.
Dare ever touch it again, Abbott, and I'll have
Hey,
you.
now listen.
I did try to win, Mum, honest.
You got it all wrong.
Is that what all this is about? You've reduced my daughter to this because of a stupid flaming race. How long's this been going on?
He's always going on at me.
To get you working, motivate you.
Well, not anymore, you're not, because if you ever go near my daughter again, I swear to God it'll be the last thing you ever do. Have you got that? Oh, I'm sorry, love. Come on, babe, let's get you down, okay?
What's up? Did I frighten you or something?
Don't hurt me, please. Don't hurt me.
Now, why would I want to do that? To a pretty young girl like you. I thought it was about time that me and you had a little chat.
I don't think I've ever felt like this before.
Don't talk.
How do you feel now, Nikki? Upset? Frightened? Terrified? I hope so. Because that's how my brother feels locked up in that prison. You want to get away, don't you? But you can't. You're trapped. There's no escape. You want to run, hide, but there's no way out.
Stop it, please. Just stop it.
Now you know how Luke feels. Think about it, eh? My brother's innocent, and you've got him banged up. But I'm still out there. Walking free. So I'd think twice about getting up at that trial if I were you. Because our Luke wasn't the only one at that party, you know. We all saw you out of your skull, acting like a slag. Whatever you got that night, you more than asked for it. Open your mouth too wide, and I'll be the one sorting things out next time.
Total Brookside by Jeff Tibbles is available now from most bookshops, priced at $9.99. Stand by for Friday comedy on 4, and while Ross assumes the birthing position, Joey's doing the business with Phoebe. Or is he? Friends is next.
It's me then. What do you make me jump? Oh, I'm sorry, you okay, love? I was just miles away. I've lived to the bus stop.
Yeah, of course you can. Drop it off in town if you want.
I thought you've seen Emily's headmaster.
I am, but I've got to pay this lot into the bank first.
Is Emily all right?
Yeah. She's playing it down. I'm going to give that Thornton a piece of my mind.
About Abbott?
Yeah, he's just a little thug. Tell you what, he'll wish he never laid a finger on our Emily by the time I've finished with him. I mean, I want to know what that school's going to do. You know, he can't get away with what he's done to her.
Is my dad going with you?
Oh, no way, I'm dealing with this myself. You know what he's like. He'd be tearing Abbott limb from limb. You sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I've just phoned Helen. She's counselling all day, but she said she'll fit me in a lunch break.
You know, you can talk to me anytime, you know, love. Or your dad.
Yeah, I don't know. She's helped me a lot lately, though. She doesn't go ballistic like me dad.
How come you seen her in a lunch break? I thought you'd had a regular time.
Well, we decided that I should have an extra session, so she fit me in.
Any particular reason?
No, I just thought it'd help.
Come on, then. Let's get you dropped off.
What time are you due round at the petrol station?
Have to?
Yeah, well, maybe we shouldn't go then. I mean, I could be there hours, and I don't want you turning out late for work on your second day.
I won't be late. Niamh. We're taking you to learn how to read and write, not to have your legs chopped off.
I know which I prefer.
Look, we told Rivers you go to the Adult Learning Centre. You've got no choice. You've got to go. Unless you're happy walking back on the shop floor.
Hiya. Oh, hi. No Katrina today, then? Dental appointment. You moving in?
Nah, I've ended up having to store a load of stuff in there for the hair salon. Just having a good sort through. You seen anything of Jackie?
No, not today. Have you had an update from her on the building schedule?
Not for a few days now.
No, I'll try and catch up with her later. So how come you're storing all the stuff from the salon in here?
I've ended up with no choice. The closer it gets to the opening of the salon, the more keeps arriving. Hey, do you want to come through and have a nose with me?
Oh, well, I suppose I could. I mean, only so much you can have a baby talk. It'd be nice to talk to a grown-up.
So how come no one told me? Well, you can't just pull all your men off site for no reason. Oh, listen, never mind the building inspector. You've got a problem with me and all. It's been delay after delay. Yeah, well, I want someone over here now to explain what's going on, and I mean now.
So, how are you?
Fine. Thanks for fitting me in.
So, is there something troubling you? Something in particular you wanted to talk about?
No, honestly, I'm fine. Really.
I know you said you were fine, but if there was something, you might feel better talking about it.
It's just really hard knowing how to begin.
It's okay. Just take your time.
Well, I had no idea that this alleged altercation had taken place.
It happened, believe me.
I was aware Emily was running. It's been a long time since we've had a child of her ability at the school.
Yeah, and I was under the impression that it's been a long time since Mr. Abbott's kind of behaviour was tolerated in the schools. He assaulted my daughter.
Mrs. Shadwick, you can't ensure pupils meet their full potential in any field by pussyfooting around them. They need to be pushed.
Oh, what, like physically? Because that's what he did. He pushed and he shook the living daylights out of her.
Well, that's something I'll have to question Mr. Abbott about.
Is this how you normally deal with parents' complaints? Treat them like liars and idiots?
Mrs. Shadwick.
I am a mother. I know children need to be encouraged, but not by Mr. Abbott's methods. I was at that race that day. I saw what he did. I'm not making it up, and I want something done about it.
Well, tell us again what you saw.
He grabbed Emily by the arms, and he shook her. I mean, I couldn't believe it. It was a different matter, though, when I started on him, because he soon backed off.
Sorry, you mean you attacked Mr. Abbott?
I defended my little girl, yeah. He was lucky to get off so lightly. I felt like shoving him into the middle of next week.
Well, that puts a completely different light on things.
What?
Not only are you saying Mr. Abbott attacked Emily, but you've just confessed to having started on Mr. Abbott. You're as much under the spotlight as he is.
What I don't understand, what do you mean someone never vibrates the concrete properly?
I wish Peter was still here. Oh, you know, to help make sense of some of this stuff.
Are you missing him?
Is it that obvious?
I recognise the symptoms.
I don't know why I should be missing him. Not after the way he treated me.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? How can we miss someone who's lied to you, cheated on you behind your back, and made you feel completely betrayed?
You've been there then?
I'm there right now. And I've got the added bonus of remembering Matthew and Emily this month. It's their anniversaries coming up. Last year it seemed so much easier to bear because I had Max to share it with. But this year it's just me, the two nappy monsters.
Must be hard having no one close to turn to. No, just to give you a hug when you need it.
Listen to us. We're supposed to be modern women, Lindsay. Thrusting, independent businesswomen, not whinging girlies.
I know. Doesn't make it any easier being on your own, though, does it?
Well, at least we've got each other.
And Jackie, don't forget.
True. Perhaps we'll find comfort in numbers. In the absence of your top stylist, how are you looking forward to running the new salon on your own?
Well, to be honest, it's the last thing I'm interested in. That's why I've been going through all this stuff to see what kind of a price I might get for it.
Are you thinking of selling it all?
Well, Peter was the only reason I went along with the hair salon idea. And as far as I'm concerned, the beauty salon will bring in some money until I can start concentrating on the side of the business I'm really interested in. The nightclub side of things.
Does Jackie know?
I'll tell her when I'm ready if you don't mind. Hello? It's Jackie. Yes, Susanna's here with me now. We're at the Close Lumber Line. What's up? Well, why don't you come round to my mum's? We can have a brew there. Okay, try. She's on her way round. Sounds like there's a problem.
Ready?
I don't really feel much like doing this, you know.
You're bound to be nervous. Anyone would be.
I'm not nervous.
The way you just drove here, my knuckles are still white.
I just feel a wee bit under the weather, that's all.
Niamh, if you're going to start learning to read and write properly, you're going to have to take the first real step. Through that door.
Yeah, I know, Joey. It's just the minute I set foot in that place, I might as well stand up in public and tell everyone I'm thick. I can't bear the thought of people laughing at me.
No one's going to be laughing at you. These people are here to help you.
Maybe I should just accept the fact I'm stupid.
Niamh, you're not, and you know you're not.
I've seen 5-year-olds on telly read better than I can. I just feel so ashamed, Joey, that I can't do something that everybody else takes for granted.
Look, you sacrificed your education to take care of your family. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
I should just shut up and get on with it, shouldn't I? Will you come in with me?
Of course I will.
I mean, what am I panicking about? Learning to read and write. It's so simple, even a child could do it.
Look, I have a witness to all this. My mother-in-law saw Emily being shaken by Mr. Abbott.
I'm not questioning your recollection of the event. I just want you to understand that I have a responsibility to protect my staff as well as my pupils. Your attack on Mr. Abbott could also be considered an assault, remember?
So are you saying you wouldn't protect your own daughter from some bullying thug?
Mr. Abbott is a respected and experienced teacher.
So you're taking a side, are you? You allowed to do that?
I'm not taking any sides. I'm concerned that a regrettable incident has occurred. And I'm trying to keep an open mind about my next course of action.
Well, I'll tell you what you should do. You should suspend him, because he's a bully and he assaulted my daughter.
At the moment, I only have your word that he assaulted Emily.
And that's not good enough.
You should know it's not good enough. You're a trade union official. How would you react to one of your members being suspended simply on the word of another person?
So this Ryan, he forced his way in?
I was really scared. I mean, to begin with, I thought he was just trying to frighten me to get me to drop the charges against his brother. But the madder he got, I suddenly started thinking back to the party and that he was there. I started panicking, wondering if it wasn't Luke who raped me after all, and it was Ryan who done it. And if he'd done it once, he might do it to me again. I was in the house by myself with him, and he's there going off his head. In the end, I thought he was ready to kill me, just to shut me up.
So, have you thought about telling anyone in your family about what happened? Or maybe Katrina? You thought she might be someone you could confide in?
I just feel like they've already had to cope with too much from me. I suppose I thought this would just worry them even more.
What about talking to the police about what happened?
I couldn't.
Can you tell me what you think might happen if you talk to the police? You know, everything we're talking about is just between you and me. I'm not going to talk to the police. That's up to you.
If I did go to the police, I think Ryan would kill me.
If you don't feel you can talk to anyone yourself, is there anything you'd like me to do?
Just turn back the clock, please.
Maybe I'll hang on a minute. They look a bit busy.
Don't get yourself into a state.
I'm not in a state. No, sorry, love. Look, why don't you go on? You know, I'll be fine.
I'll wait for you here. I'm no hurry. Go on, she's looked over to you a couple of times. Look, she won't hate you.
Wish me luck.
I'll be thinking about you.
No, look, she's got someone with her now. Maybe we should come back when they're not so busy.
Hi, my name's Christine. Can we help at all?
Yeah, hello. I'm Niamh Musgrove.
Oh, right. Great. We'd seen your name in the appointment book.
Yeah, I phoned about coming in to see someone.
We were wondering if you were Niamh. It's a lovely name.
Thanks.
So, Niamh, how do you feel about coming in to have a chat with us?
I don't know. Bit mixed, to be honest. I mean, it's obvious why I'm here, because I'm useless. So I'm bound to feel a bit nervous, I know. And ashamed for being stupid. And scared, I suppose. Scared more than anything else.
Am I really that frightening?
No, I didn't mean of you. No, I meant of me, really. Of, you know, finding out I'm no good.
Well, first of all, Niamh, I can completely understand you feeling nervous because everyone who comes through that door feels the same. So don't worry. You're not the only one who feels nervous, ashamed, or scared when they first come to visit us.
Well, that's good to know.
Would you like to come with me? We can have a chat and find out a bit more about you and what you want to achieve.
Yeah, fine. Will you wait for me?
Of course I will. I'm really proud of you for doing this. Just go for it.
Yeah, well, I'll try.
Saying, Mr. Thornton, for the safety of all the other kids in this school. I wasn't the only one who saw what Abbott did to our Emily. I knew from what I've heard from some of her friends. He's got off this school living in fear of him.
I think we need to be careful about making accusations.
Do you know if one of my members had assaulted a child, I'd have no qualms about them being disciplined or dismissed.
If there's proof Mr. Abbott has acted questionably, well, then I'm fully prepared to deal with the situation.
Well, how about I bring my daughter in and show you the bruises on her arms?
I'll be speaking to Emily later. In the meantime, have you thought what you'll do if Mr. Abbott makes a complaint against you? The police tend to take a dim view of parents that assault teachers.
I hope you're not trying to bully me with words, just to make me go away, pretend none of this happened.
I'm just making sure we keep the conversation open and honest.
Oh, right, so, you wouldn't mind if I go to the newspapers, then? About your Mr. Abbott? And have an open and honest discussion with them about what he's been up to? Or would you prefer to keep the school's name out the papers?
Who's bullying who now, Mrs. Shadwick?
I didn't start it, Mr. Thornton. So where do we go from here?
I'll talk to Mr. Abbott.
Hey, it's not me that's holding the job up, it's the building inspector. He said that the concrete's not right and it's all got to be ripped out.
The whole of the new underpinning?
Yeah, a lot of it.
So how much is that going to cost? Well, never mind the cost. How long is it going to take?
Well, I've got no idea on the time scale. But the builders will have to pay because they're the ones who got it wrong. Look, why don't we just go round there and have a look at it? It'll be a lot easier to explain once you've seen what I'm talking about.
We need to sort a timetable of work to suit you. So what we'll do today is to go through what you think are your strengths with your English and what you think you need to work on.
I don't know, really, if there'll be much point in bothering.
There'll be more weaknesses than strengths, I'm sure.
Things to work on, not weaknesses.
I just don't want to be wasting your time, really.
Why do you think you'd be wasting our time?
Well, I'm probably too stupid to learn to read and write. That'll be why I never caught on in the first place.
A lot of people who come here say they feel stupid.
And how do they get on?
They work at it. And with our support, they make progress. There's no reason why you can't do the same.
You don't think I'm a lost cause, then?
Not at all. And we should talk about what you think. About your strengths to begin with.
So once we've done this assessment thing, what happens then? You know, if I think it's worth carrying on with.
We'd set out a plan of work with you. There's no tests involved or anything like that. You'd work at your own pace and your own level. As an adult, it's not like going back to school.
Would that be with you?
Well, you might be, but any of the tutors here could help you.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
That's okay. One of the first things we'll do is to sort out the things you need to work on, like any special tasks to do with your job. And alongside that, we'll be sorting out the things you want to work on, like reading family letters or writing Christmas cards.
Sounds really well planned.
We get quite a lot of practice. You'd be surprised how many people come to us to brush up their basic skills.
There can't be that many more like me around, though, can there?
Well, you'd be amazed. When you research the number of people with limited basic skills, in Britain I'm talking about, it currently adds up to about 6 million adults.
6 million? That can't read or write properly.
I said you weren't on your own. So, shall we start your assessment?
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, what did the demon headmaster have to say then?
Anything to avoid one of his staff getting into trouble, but I'll tell you what, he's got a battle on his hands. How'd your session go?
Oh, you know, not so bad. Well, not much different than the last few.
So, did you make any progress?
Yeah, of course.
Well, did anything new come out of it today?
No, just stuff, really. Well, we spent loads of time talking about who we should feel comfortable talking to. You know, like you, or Treen, or me nan, or the police. I'm still working it out.
Wednesday's great, so thanks. This is my husband, Joey.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Hiya, I'm our #1 fan. How'd it go?
Yeah, really good. We've been getting along great.
I think I've managed to convince her she's not stupid. Anyway, I'll leave you to it if you don't mind.
Thanks for all your help. I've really enjoyed myself.
Look forward to seeing you next time then and making some progress, yeah?
Sounds good to me.
Bye then.
Thanks again.
See you.
I can't believe how good she's made me feel about myself, Joey. I feel like I'm starting my whole life over.
Do you want one? No, Tom. How come you and this council are talking about the police? Well, I've had a lot to do with them recently, haven't I?
I was just a bit concerned, you know, about what you said before. Thought something might have happened. Like a flashback or something.
No, it's nothing like that.
Okay.
Something else happened, though. It happened on Mother's Day, you were all out.
What happened?
I was just sitting here watching the telly and I knew I heard something. I just knew I had.
Shh. You just tell me what happened.
Ryan Musgrove was round the back of the house. I opened the patio doors and that was it. Mum was so scared.
Did he hurt you?
I thought it was going to happen all over again.
Yeah, but it didn't, did it?
He pinned me up against the wall and told me I had to change my story about Luke.
Little scumbag. Do you know something's got to be done about them? I mean, the grief I've given your father. You should have gone over there and dragged them all out by their hair.
Mum, you can't tell me, Dad. I don't want you to.
Who was your dad when all this was going on?
He went for a pint.
Yeah, well, that'd be right. That Ryan's been watching this house. He's been waiting for us all to go out.
Yeah, well, I shouldn't have opened the patio door, but I never thought that was going to happen. Well, if you could have heard the way he spoke to me. I never asked for this to happen to me, did I?
You know you didn't.
I don't feel like I know anything anymore. I don't even know what's real and what's not. Why did Harvey have me photo in his wallet? Did he rape me? Was it Ryan? Perhaps I've got the wrong brother.
Don't you doubt yourself. That's exactly what he wants. He wants to get his brother off the hook.
Oh, I've got to change my statements. He's told me I've got to.
Oh, yeah? Him and whose army? Look, you wouldn't go on the police about Luke Musgrove if you weren't sure. You are not changing your story for no one. Look, the only thing you've got to tell the police is what Ryan Musgrove's done to you.
And he'll be straight round here again the second you're out the door.
He will not get within an inch of you, I promise. Nick, you have got to tell the police.
Look at this. Look at it. It's all just flaking apart. But if it's the builder's responsibility, why isn't the site manager here sorting it out?
Because he's offered his boss talking to their company solicitors trying to wriggle out of taking the blame.
Well, how can they not be to blame?
Because they're saying that they didn't mix the concrete, that they had it supplied by a subcontractor.
So why isn't the subcontractor here now sorting it out?
Because they're blaming it on the site foreman for not making sure all the air bubbles were vibrated out of it.
So where is the site foreman?
Well, he was here before, but he said he had to go to his grandma's funeral.
So meanwhile, we just sit here slowly getting bankrupt.
At least we can invoke the penalty clause in the contract. That will save us a certain amount of cash.
Yeah, well, I've already warned the builders we'll be doing that. Honestly, I've hardly been off the phone about the delay since I found out, but I just keep getting bounced from one book passer to the next.
Okay. So what have they said will happen now?
Well, I know this is not what you wanted here, but basically nothing can happen until he sorts out who's going to accept liability.
But that could end up going to court.
It'll take forever.
So, what are you proposing we do in the meantime?
Susanna, I honestly don't know. It's just one thing after another with these stupid builders. It's like one step forward and two steps back all the time.
Time is something we're running out of, though.
And patience.
Tell me about it. I mean, I haven't just got you two on me back. I've had Barry on to me twice in the past week wanting to know why everything's behind schedule and why he hasn't started to see any return on his investment yet.
I wonder when Barry will get dragged into all of this.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, you and him have got a history doing convenient little deals, haven't you? How do we know all these delays aren't down to you and Barry trying to force me and Susanna out?
Oh, Lindsay.
You what? Well, the more me and Susanna are squeezed for cash, the cheaper we'd be forced to sell out. And who do you think would be there ready to snap up our new club at a nice knockdown price? Barry Grant and his little lapdog Jackie Dixon.
Oh, you're off your head, you are. Listen, I don't need to go running to Barry Grant to sort out my life for me. Not like some people.
Jackie, Lindsay, just back off, both of you. We need to stick together in this. Now, Jackie, you're saying that these delays have got nothing to do with Barry, is that correct?
Of course they haven't. Except that when he hears about them, he's gonna go mental.
What have you told him so far?
Exactly the same as what I've told the two of you. That I am trying my best. But in the end, none of this is my fault.
It's a case of ooh-ah, serie-ah tomorrow after Brookie, as Doors to Manual unravels a breathtaking tour of Rome at 8:30. Meanwhile, next on 4, from the Austin Morris to the MG, how the car became an integral part of family life in British cars.
Listen, I know what you're saying, but can't you just give it a few more weeks? Because I reckon by then... Yeah, but Barry, things are just starting to... Yeah, OK. But I'm going to have to talk to Susanna and Lindsay before I can give you a decision. Family support unit. Can I speak to Diane, please? Oh, hiya, Diane. It's Nikki Shadwick. I'm OK, thanks. Listen, is there any chance of seeing you? There's something I need to speak to you about.
Hiya. Hi. How are you? Yeah, I'm okay. Just love something a wee bit more stimulating to do.
I was going to ring you home here to have a chat.
No, it's all right. Listen, Tina, I don't know what you've heard, but I'd really like to give you my version, you know, and how I plan to sort myself out.
Well, if this management meeting doesn't run on too long, you know, maybe we can have a coffee together later.
Yeah? Great, okay.
Right, I'll see you later then.
If you haven't got any work, I'm sure I could find you both something to do. Kevin?
You can't order me round anymore.
Oh, really? And who told you that?
I've heard you've been demoted.
Yeah, well, I don't care what you've heard, but I'm still your superior, so you go and get yourself busy.
Oh, well, if you're that superior, why aren't you in the management meeting with Rivers and the others? You're nothing here anymore.
Hi.
Yeah.
What's the matter? Have you spoken to Barry?
Yeah, just now. He wants out.
Why?
Well, because he's had enough of the delays. He either wants to start seeing a return on his investment right away, or he wants his investment back.
All of the money he put in?
Yeah. According to him, he's already waited too long.
What are we going to do?
Oh, I don't know. But I better get Lindsay round here, see if we can all try and work something out.
No, she won't be in this afternoon.
All right, where is she?
She's gone to see the owners of a new hairdressing chain. They're interested in buying all the equipment she got for the new salon.
Well, how come?
Well, she's decided to concentrate on the beauty side of things rather than the hairdressing.
Well, she can't. We've got an agreement. That contract stipulates that she's taking that space on as a hairdresser.
Yes, but it was Peter, really, wasn't it? Who was going to run the hairdressing salon. I think she thinks it'd be better if you did something different.
So how come you know all about this and I don't?
Well, I suppose she felt she could confide in me. Anyway, the beauty salon will be a great asset to the Millennium Club.
Yeah, but we have advertised the club as having a hairdressers. Oh, what's the use? I mean, if Barry pulls out, we might end up losing everything anyway.
You celebrating St. Paddy's Day tonight, lad? No chance. Well, it's just another marketing ploy for the breweries now, isn't it? Yeah.
Come on, you lot, let's be having you. Right, we'll give the others a couple of minutes. In the meantime, I've got a bit of news for you. You're too late for the part. The auditions were weeks ago.
I was looking for Emily Shadwick.
Where are you now? Well, she's not here.
If you see her, could you tell her I was looking for her?
Come on, you two, no dawdling. Right, like I was saying, I've got a bit of news. Miss Dalton has been talking to a reporter from the local rag who wants to do a feature on our play. So, it looks like you lot are going to get your ugly mugs in the paper.
Yes.
Start off with a warm-up on stage. Get going! Hello.
Sorry, I'm late.
All right, everyone just started. Listen, I've heard on the grapevine you've been having a bit of bother with Mr. Abbott again. Is that right?
So, yeah.
Well, look, try and keep out of his way, OK? And if he starts picking on you again, you come and tell me, yeah?
Thanks, sir.
OK. Go and get set up for a full rehearsal.
All right, yes.
Hiya.
Going to score some dope from Ron Dixon's shop, are you?
No, just me wages.
Yeah, well, listen, it'll break his heart to pay you because he hates parting with cash.
Listen, I've worked hard this week. I deserve every penny.
And how's your Nicky getting on all right?
Not so bad. She has her good days and her bad days, you know. Though it doesn't help having the Musgroves living in your place.
Yeah.
I better get a move on. Oh, I'll be in later. I promised my lot a chippy tea. See ya.
Ta-ra.
Hiya.
Hiya, love.
Just popped in to collect my wages.
There you go. All made up for you.
Thank you. I think I'll go and blow it all on a hunky young gigolo. You know, really treat myself.
Oh, yeah. Well, have a word with Al Michael. He's usually on the lookout for an extra few bob. 400 quid?
What's that?
The lecky bill. How can it be 400 quid? I've only been in here a week.
You better get on to them. See what's going on.
Don't you worry, I will. They've picked the wrong fella to overcharge, I can tell you.
Perhaps if we could guarantee Barry no more delays, he'd reconsider.
And how can we do that? Something else seems to go wrong every day.
Perhaps you've not been firm enough with the builders.
How are you suddenly a big expert on how to handle builders? Greg Shadwick been giving you tips.
No, I didn't say I was an expert.
Yeah, but you're all saying all this is my fault.
No, just perhaps you could be a little bit more demanding.
Susanna, I am constantly onto those builders, trying to make sure they stay on schedule, reminding them about the penalty clauses. You can't blame me for all the delays. It's just been down to bad luck. You know, you sound more like Lindsay Corkill every day. I don't need the two of you ganging up on me. I've got enough to deal with as it is.
You were right to call me. Ryan Musgrove's committed a serious offence.
She's not even safe in her own home. It's my own fault. I shouldn't have opened the patio door.
Nikki, you are not to blame for this. Ryan is. And as soon as you've made a statement, DS Rose can go and arrest him.
I don't want him arrested. Holy love. Mum, how many times do you think I want to go to court? Would you have to go?
It's the only witness she'd be required to give evidence.
Things just seem to be going from bad to worse.
And I don't know how I can make things better if you're not prepared to press charges.
Come on, Diane's right. Well, how can it be right? Don't you think I've had to deal with enough? Don't you think I'm going through enough?
But you must have asked me here for a reason.
I thought you could go over there and have a word with him. Not an official.
If that's what'll make you happy.
I just feel like... Well, perhaps I've just blown the whole thing up in my head.
Oh, Nick, he was outside the house round the back. He shoved his way in, he threatened you.
Well, perhaps I was so scared because of what happened at the party. I thought it was all going to happen again. But it didn't, did he?
Look, I'll go and have a quiet word with Ryan. Make it perfectly clear that his threats are useless. And also, for your own peace of mind, I think we should install a panic button. It'll be linked directly to the station.
I don't want to live in a fortress. I'm dead grateful and everything, but if you could just go and have a word with him, then everything will be fine.
OK. Leave it to me. But think about the panic button.
Thanks, Diane.
One good thing about this is, if Ryan's trying to get at you, he obviously thinks Luke's in danger of being found guilty. People don't usually intimidate witnesses on behalf of the innocent.
Well, Harvey, do you think I should do something about him?
Having a picture of someone's not exactly an offence.
It's not exactly normal, though, is it, Di? And when I found out about it, it really got to me.
You're bound to be sensitive to things like this. In all likelihood, Harvey's probably just got a crush on you.
Do you think so?
You've coped brilliantly up till now. You've just got to keep it up and try and keep a perspective on things. Just try and stay focused.
I'll try my best.
Sorry to disturb you. I just wanted to apologise. I shouldn't have blamed you for all the building delays. It's just so exasperating. I'm sure you're doing your best.
Yeah, well, it seems that my best isn't good enough.
Of course it is.
Well, you won't be saying that when you hear what I've got to say.
What?
I've just been speaking to the architect. Or should I say, ex-architect. She's pulling out of the project.
Kevin, I'd like to speak to you, please.
What now?
I want to work with you about your attitude.
Oh, and what are you gonna do? Read me the riot act?
What?
Really spell things out for me?
Look, what's going on? What exactly have you heard?
That the writing is well and truly on the wall for you.
Excuse me.
Neve? 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 Hey, Neve, love. Neve, don't get yourself all upset. What's the matter?
I can't help it.
It's okay. Come on, eh?
I thought I'd be able to handle it all, but I can't. What am I gonna do?
Oh, come on.
All right? OK, in this scene, right, we want our audience to think about the drugs that they take, yeah? The drugs that they're addicted to. No, I'm not messing. Now, I'm not saying that your mums and dads are doing E's every time they go out. Although, it wouldn't surprise me if one or two of them hadn't smoked the odd joint, seeing as you lot are a load of dopes. Right, now, what we're talking about are the socially acceptable drugs. Alcohol, nicotine, even coffee. I mean, they're all stimulants of one kind or another, aren't they? Right, OK, first positions.
Who are you? Frank Bradley. I'm doing a piece on the play.
Oh, so you've been taken in by this nonsense as well, have you?
OK, scene 10. Coddy, you're to start. OK, first line. Got his prop sorted there, then?
Quick chat, please, Emily.
No. She's busy.
Look, I won't keep her a minute.
I know you won't, because she's not going anywhere. Now, could you just do one? We're trying to rehearse here.
Just a quick chat,
Say stop him.
Hey, do you mind?
You can't stop me.
You are not bullying her again.
Get off me, Corkill!
I think you better go. Okay, kids, that's enough for today. I'll see you tomorrow after last lesson. Up you go. Brilliant. Just brilliant.
When I started, it was all so easy. You know, there was hardly any paperwork. The last couple of years have been a real struggle. I suppose it was only a matter of time until I had to tell someone.
No one suspected a thing. Not even me. To keep doing your job so well for so long, and without being able to read or write properly. They should be promoting you for the achievements.
Yeah, well, they're demoting me instead.
I know. How could you suddenly not be up to a job you've done so well for years? I mean, you're still the same person.
We should tell that to Mr. Rivers.
It's just not fair.
I'm more worried about how the likes of Kevin Lewis find out. You know, I didn't think anybody else knew.
You know what this place is like for gossip.
I can't believe I let that swine get to me.
We'll get him back. Don't worry.
No, I don't want any trouble, Tina. I just want to get my head down and concentrate on getting my job back.
They definitely said you can have it back.
If I work hard at getting my literacy skills up to scratch, then hopefully they'll have to.
Do you think you'd be able to handle it?
I thought I could. It was really great when I left the Adult Learning Centre. You know, I was really pleased with myself for finally going. I know how naive this must sound, but I thought everybody else would be pleased for me too. I thought they'd really encourage me. I can't go back to living a lie. But if everybody's gonna laugh at me, I don't think I can cope.
What are you up, soft lad? He's not in any trouble, is he?
He won't be if he listens to what I've got to say.
Oh, don't worry, I'm on my way.
DC Diane Nichols, Police Family Support Unit. I'd like a word, please, Ryan.
Can I have a proper look, please?
I think you know who I am.
Is it about our Luke?
You know what it's about.
No, I don't.
Did you really think you would achieve anything for your brother by trying to intimidate Nicky Shadwick?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You've risked making things worse for him. If I charge you with threatening Nicky, how do you think it's going to look for him?
Oh, she's just making up more of her stories, like the one about our Luke. I tell you, that girl's lost it.
I'll tell you how it would look. Very bad. Luckily for him, Nicky's going to let it go. Otherwise, he'd be paying for you being so hot-headed. Not to mention stupid. Don't make the same mistake again.
I'm telling you, the girl lives in a fantasy world.
Coping with being raped is no fantasy world. From now on, you don't talk to Nicky. You don't even look at her. Clear? Because if you do, you can have another good look at my warrant card when I come to arrest you. Thank you for your cooperation.
Hey, you! Did you pay the electricity bill before you gave up that shop?
You what?
I reckon you did it, run it.
I left that shop on a stretcher, if you remember, and it was all thanks to you.
And I suppose you suffered memory loss as well as a bad leg, especially when it come to settling up your bills.
Don't you come in here shooting your mouth off after all that trouble you caused me in that shop.
Hey, I don't give a monkeys about your old shop. What I want to know is, how come I've been landed with a £400 bill?
What's to do with me?
Ah, you're bound to say that, aren't you? I reckon that's been left over from when you had that shop.
Well, you're wrong. And I've got my last bill to prove it.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure. If you got a problem, take it up with the Lecky people.
The place has been empty for months. I'm surprised the Lecky's even switched on.
Yeah, well, someone's been using it. I'm going to find out who it is.
I'd hate to be the one responsible for that.
It isn't me. Whatever Dixon says. He comes in here shouting the odds and then doesn't even apologise.
I'd get upset if I was landed with a bill like that. I'll have 6 slots of fish and chips, please, lad.
I lost virtually everything because of him. And then he's got the cheek to come in here on the bounce. I'm worried about his problems. I've enough of my own.
Having my own?
Yeah, and at the moment, one of mine is having your family staying at my house.
I didn't know need to bring us into this.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but the way things stand, won't have to think about giving you notice to quit the place.
You're not saying on us just because Ron's had a go at you?
No, I've been meaning to have a word.
Oh, charming. I call in here for fish and chips and they end up getting evicted.
Look, Alec, I'm sorry, but I've had enough of it all.
So you're throwing us onto the streets?
If your Luke's found guilty, you don't want to stay around here anyway, do you?
He's up with the magistrates on Friday. They might even throw the case out then.
Yeah, well, if everything turns out okay and there's no more trouble, you can stay. Otherwise, you'll have to consider this as 2 months' notice. I'll put it in writing and all if I have to. Look, I'm just looking after my own interests. There's nothing personal.
You're giving us notice for no reason. Luke isn't even guilty.
Look, I'm sorry, but that's the way it is.
I just can't think of any reason why she wouldn't want to finish the job. I mean, she was really enthusiastic. Or perhaps she had personal problems. No, there's more to this. There's something we're not being told.
Well, what do we do now?
Well, I'll start looking for a new architect tomorrow. But first I've got to go and see the builders to see who exactly is liable for all these problems with the cement. And more importantly, get them to guarantee a new completion date.
Do you want me to come with you?
What were you saying about me being more demanding? I think I can handle this, don't you?
Yes. Yes, of course you can. Well, let's just hope that whatever the builders come up with is enough to make Barry change his mind. Else none of us will have much to handle at all.
The cheeky beggars.
I knew it was linked to all that druggy business in the loft.
But how did they manage to run an extension all the way there without being seen or heard?
Sneaky blighters, those drug types. It's the parents I blame.
You know, I wonder what that plug was for.
Well, now you know you can tell the electricity board. The problem is they may think it's your responsibility anyway.
You're joking.
You know what these big companies are like?
Till I find out who's responsible, I'll kill him.
Have to find them first. See you, lad.
Nothing better to do, Kevin?
Oh, and shouldn't you two be busy with something? Like painting your nails? Or starting your Janet and John books? The cat, that one.
Hey, don't mess with me, Kevin. I can make your job extremely unpleasant.
Oh, yeah, how like?
I like making sure you get all the lousy jobs to do. All the dirty, back-breaking work that no one else wants. All your little skies will be a thing of the past. No more getting off early or coming in late.
You can't do that.
Or can't I? Well, just watch me.
Is all this because I had a bit of a joke with her?
I don't think Mrs. Musgrove thought it was very funny.
Just leave him, Tina. He's pathetic.
I will when he's apologised.
What for? It was only a laugh.
Well, no one else was laughing. So come on, apologise. Now!
Sorry.
Again. And this time I want you to mean it.
Look, I'm really sorry. It'll never happen again.
You'll think twice in future about giving you a hard time.
Thanks, Tina. What about the others? We can hardly threaten the whole place.
I don't think everyone else is like him. He's just an idiot. We're all behind you, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, of course. People haven't changed their opinion of you just because you can't read as well as they thought you could. You're very highly thought of in this place. You always have been. Nothing's changed. So don't let an idiot like Kevin Lewis get to you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nan. I'm not that hungry.
Oh, that's all right. Your mum said Diane was round before.
Yeah, I think she's starting to think I'm losing it.
She doesn't think that at all. She's right behind you. We all are.
Sorry, Nan. I'm not that hungry either.
Oh, never mind. Hey, tell me all about this play. Your mum said you've got a really important job.
I'm in charge of the scenery and the props.
No. Well, seeing as how you're so busy, how do you fancy going out on a nice day out with me when it's all finished? Sometime over at Easter, perhaps?
Yeah, whatever.
You can take me instead, Nan, if that's how enthusiastic she is about it.
Mr. Corkle's just said Mr. Abbott's been bothering you again.
I didn't want to say anything.
What's he done now?
He wanted to talk to me. Mr. Corkle wouldn't let him.
Me and Mr. Abbott don't exactly see eye to eye on lots of things, but there was no way I was letting him drag air out of rehearsals. I just thought I'd call round, Emily, see how you are.
She'd leave me alone.
Oh, to think I didn't even believe you at first. Oh, I'm sorry, love.
Look, thanks. We appreciate your support. Look, don't get yourself into trouble over us.
Yeah, well, I think it might be a bit late for that.
I'm still waiting to hear what Thornton's going to do about Abbott.
Well, I wouldn't hold your breath. Right, Emily, don't let him go upsetting you anymore. Can't have our senior stage manager put off a strike, can we, hey? Right, I'll see myself out. Let you get on with your tea. See ya.
Oh, thanks again, Jim.
OK, look.
Why didn't you tell us what had happened?
Because I didn't want my dad going down the school kicking off.
Do you know if he knew exactly what was going on? He's at the roof.
I think you're best not telling him just at the moment.
Oh, cheers, Grandad. I'm starving.
So what did that policewoman want before?
That was nothing, really. She just warned me to keep away from Nicky Shadwick. Nicky's been trying to cause more trouble.
What are you two muttering about?
We're just talking. There you go, love.
Thanks, Dad. I didn't feel much like cooking tonight.
Bad day at work, love.
Had a run-in with some idiot who thought he could try it on just because I'm not his boss anymore. He was soon put in his place, though.
Good. You make sure you stand up for yourself, Mum.
Yeah, don't worry, love, I will. Especially from now on. I'm sort of glad it happened, in a way. You know, I feel better prepared to face things at work now. And everything else.
Good for you, love.
Is everything all right, Dad?
I hate a bit of better than bad news, love, but Sinbad's give us 2 months' notice on this place.
What?
He says he's just covering himself. He won't chuck us out, well, not if Luke gets found not guilty.
I don't believe this. How come everyone round here wants to put the boot in, eh? And all because Nicky Shadwick won't tell the truth? Well, I've had enough. I don't care what anyone says. Next time, I'm going to make her admit that she's lying.
Ryan!
What next time? What happened?
I collared Nicky the other day for lying about our Luke.
I don't believe you could be so stupid. Aren't things bad enough as it is?
Look, I'm sorry. All right.
So how did you get on with the builders?
Susanna, you're not going to believe this. All the work has stopped.
Why? Well, what's happened now?
Well, the mains cable to the whole club has been cut through. On purpose.
What do you mean? Why would someone do that?
Well, the builder reckons it was done properly by someone who knew exactly what they were doing.
But what on earth for?
Susanna, someone's trying to ruin us. All this trouble we've been having hasn't been down to bad luck. It looks like it's sabotage.
They say when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Next on 4, find out whether 3 sets of tourists complied on a magical mystery Latin tour, indoors to manual.